Vehicle safety is really important because if you look at the statistics, over 1 million people die per year from road accidents, and all of those things are preventable. So what we do here at AutoSens is all of the industry players come together to see how do we prevent that, because if you look at distracted driving, rear-end collisions, those are the types of things that actually result in fatalities. And by having technology in the vehicles, like sensors that can detect vehicles in front of you and actuate the car to step on the brakes or warn the driver, those are things that are going to help to save lives. And that's really what the industry is about. We're about improving safety in vehicles, and that's why it's such an exciting industry to be in.
Vehicle safety to me means keeping the road users safe, keeping the driver safe, and keeping the occupants safe. So there's so many factors that attribute to vehicle safety. So for example, if you've got pets, if you've got children in the car, so occupant monitoring, driver monitoring, and nowadays there's like an increase, especially in Europe, of drunk drivers. So we need to ensure that we have technologies such as driver monitoring to make sure that the drivers are always fully capable. We also need to make sure that everyone is in full health. So there are technologies that are being developed that focus on monitoring the health of the driver. So this is really important. And today at InCabin, I saw a very interesting company that had a technology that could figure out if somebody's about to have a stroke, if somebody's about to faint, or if the sugar is low. So that was really interesting. And to me, safety means keeping vulnerable road users and everybody on the road safe.
Alright, so why is vehicle safety important to me? Well, it's important because it's something that I don't want to think about. The car is a place where I want to feel comfortable, do various things while I'm driving and not have to worry. For me, safety is something that we need to address before we can do anything else, and the future of the car and automatization and so on only looks good if you feel safe inside.
Vehicle safety means that we can trust the vehicle to behave reliably and robustly in difficult conditions like adverse weather, situation in which we are cut in, if we have pedestrian in front of us, to be able to stop. And it's important because as a member of the sensor community, automotive sensor community, we want to make sure that vehicles are safe. I think for me it's very important as an individual of this community because I enjoy my research. My research is around sensors robustness, and I want to make sure that we will be able to produce the data to the quality that is enough to ensure the safety of the vehicles.
What does vehicle safety mean to me? Well, there are so many cars on the road used by so many people every day, so many million miles driven, and we know unfortunately many accidents and unfortunately many of those leading to deaths. So vehicle safety means improving that in any way that we can. I think the long-term vision is to have as few casualties on the roads as possible, but the technology that's developed today in ADAS systems moving towards autonomy in the future can help to save lives every step of the way. So for me, everything that we do here is contributing towards that and helping to make the roads a safer place. I'm a car guy. I like old cars. I like new cars. I love driving. I consider myself a safe driver, but everybody considers themselves a safe driver. The reality is we are humans. We are flawed. We do make mistakes. And so technology can really help to support that. And yeah, I think that's important for every single one of us.
I've been affected by, and I know others that have been affected by preventable situations that result in injuries, if not deaths in some cases, and God forbid it's due to someone who would have been able to not be in that situation if they had a vehicle that had the technology available for them to do it. So every day that we work on this, we know that we're making a difference in people's lives as a result of that.
In Barcelona for AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024, I'm Carl Anthony, AutoVision News Radio.